Welcome to Deal or No Deal, and today I'm going to break down this deal that I had yesterday, and it was a duplex, okay? So I was underwriting a duplex. It was 2 units, okay? $1,000 a piece, okay? So $2,000 a month was what he was bringing in, okay? So if we look at that times 12, that's $24,000 a year in gross income, okay? In gross operating income, $24,000 a year. Now, the next question I ask, okay, is 1, how many units? Okay, 2, okay, great. Is it fully occupied? Yes. The third question, how much are they paying in rent? Okay, great. I got all that information. The next question I'm going to ask is because I need to know what their expenses are for the utilities. And again, this is phone conversation. When you go through the due diligence period, once you're under contract, you really get to open up their books. But this kind of gives you a back of the napkin math to see if it makes sense even to pursue this deal. And so all the utilities were direct billed. So I'm going to go ahead and be optimistic and say it's a 25% expense ratio. Because utilities were direct billed, electric, water, was sub-metered, etc., I'm going to go ahead and say that expenses are going to be roughly 25% a year. All right, which brings us to an NOI of $18,600. The next question I'm asking, okay, well, what do you want for this deal? Okay, I see you bring in $1,000 a month a piece, $2,000, $24,000 a year. You know, roughly expenses are going to be 25%. So how much are you wanting for this property? He wanted $320,000. Okay? I know right off the bat that it is extremely high price. And the reason is because if I take this number and I divide it by the purchase price, that's going to give me my rate of return if I were to pay cash for the deal. That's 6%. And we know with the current economy and what's going on in the market right now, I can take that money and put it in a bank and get the same return without any of the risk or any of the stress of owning a property, let alone trying to find somebody where I can flip this property to for even lower cap rate, because if I'm flipping the property, I'm trying to make a little bit of money on it, right? So I know that off the top of my head that this deal is too expensive. Now, if it is, if I were to pay the $320,000, and I was going to get debt on this property, and I'm going to put 25% down. Okay, so if I put 20% down, $80,000 down payment, that's $240,000 worth of debt. Let's say I can get a great rate at 6.5% right now. Okay, my payment is going to be $18,600. Okay, now when I calculate interest payments off the top of my head, I take the interest and I plus 1.25. It's kind of just a general rule of thumb that I've always used. Really what you want to do is you want to take the debt times, in this situation, 7.75%. And guess what? It's $18,600. So I am literally breaking even on this deal, which means no deal.